Hello there, Big Benedict here. We're playing Gears of War 3 on the Series X, and this is my insane difficulty guided walkthrough. We're currently on Act 1-5. It is entitled MVP, and this is the first fork in the road in this title, and anytime that there is a fork in the road, I will be covering both paths at all times, because I don't consider that a guide is complete if you only do one path. So the easier of the two paths by far is this one, although they're both very manageable. Now, I switched out the torque bow there. I took the torque bow from Carmine. I also just ran past a long shot. What I would recommend, just to prepare you for the next chapter, because it's a lot longer and more difficult, I would take the long shot into the next chapter if I were you. And whatever other weapon you want, I just feel that it's helpful on the second encounter to have a long-range weapon. One of your teammates does have it, but at the best of times, when you're trying to switch weapons with your teammates, they always run away and jump over cover. And whenever you're trying to really focus on getting something from one of your teammates, they do all these gymnastics and don't let you get the gun very easily. And then whenever there's an opportunity where nothing's going on, they stand completely still. So it's something that could have used a little bit more work, but yeah, this is by far the easier path. Now, on each path you will have to kill a Gunker to proceed. And if you go over to the location where I'll show you, the Gunker has no way of hitting you. So it's the best way to do it is to stand over here. And his emulsion waves just simply won't reach you ever. So now, when you're doing the other path, it's the same thing. You want to go up here and focus obviously on his weak spots. And this is a really brief chapter. In fact, he's gonna get killed in just a few seconds, and then we'll do the second path. When the second path starts, I'm gonna immediately go for the boom shot that's over to the right, and try to take out some pods right away. So if you want to, you can bring a boom shot and a long shot into the next chapter, or whatever you're comfortable with. And the first pod is already spawned. It's right over there. The second pod will spawn after you've killed, I think, the Drudge or anybody else that's lingering around. Now, we did destroy that pod, but one of the enemies did come out. I think we at least saved ourselves from fighting one enemy over there. And you always get more than enough notification about when the Gunker's coming. So I just feel that anytime that there's a Gunker, it's just not very fun. So if you can find a good spot, so much the better for you. One of the reasons I like having the long shot too is not only do I not have to fight one of my teammates to get it, while there's a fight going on. I think Sam is the one that has it. I remember so many times in the next chapter trying to get it off of her when, people are trying to kill you. It's damn near impossible. But as you can see, you can go right over here, same spot. You never even have to go back into cover either. So take him out. Now I'm going to be running, just kind of speed running through this chapter. You want to get all of your grenades and loot everywhere. I just don't include looting in the videos. It takes too long, and it's not necessarily something that's going to help you. I mean, I could point out where things are, but you can find them yourself just as easily. And then there's only one more section coming up when you're on a lift. There's a nostalgia sequence with Cole coming up, and it's one of those tongue-in-cheek moments, and it really reinforces how much heart and charm this game has. I was one of those people that wanted Gears of War 4, but when I saw what it was, I no longer wanted it, sort of a thing. So I really don't like the games that came after this. Judgment was fine. Judgment's a great game, but 4, 5, and 6, they're just nauseating. Okay, so skip the conversation. There's a boom shot over here. When you're on the lift, there really is only one thing required of you except to survive. At the end, where you have to shoot kill a gunker with some exploding barrels or some tanks, propane tanks, I think. There's 2 propane tank stations on 2 floors, but I'm dead certain that you don't have to interact with the first one. I just do it for something to do. So it's right up here. I just wanted to point them out. There's one right over here, and then there's one on the next level that you shoot, and that concludes the chapter. It's very short chapter when you just rush through it like that. But we did cover both paths. So I will see you in 1-6, and until then, please take care.
Come on, we're almost on the roof.